Have you ever lost an opportunity, not because you weren't capable, but because you were too lazy to try? Laziness is the silent killer of dreams. It doesn't arrive with alarms or warnings. It slips in quietly, as 5 more minutes in bed, as one more scroll on your phone, as that little whisper that says, "You'll start tomorrow," but tomorrow never comes. This is the story of Ethan, a young boy who discovered that if you don't kill your laziness, it will kill your dream. Ethan was 17. He lived in a quiet English town, full of ordinary streets and ordinary people. But inside him lived an extraordinary dream. He wanted to become a professional footballer. He wasn't just another kid with a fantasy. Ethan had real talent. He was fast, skillful, and sharp. Coaches often told him, "You could go far, Ethan." His parents believed in him. His friends admired him. But Ethan had a weakness most of us share. He loved comfort more than discipline. When the alarm rang at 6 for training, he hit snooze. When his mother asked him to tidy his room, he said later. Homework, chores, practice, all postponed to tomorrow. Instead, Ethan drowned in distractions. He scrolled endlessly through his phone. He played video games until late at night. He promised himself he would change, but he never did. Each time guilt whispered in his heart, he pushed it aside with the same excuse, "I'll start tomorrow." For a while, it felt harmless. After all, he was still good at football. His natural talent carried him through school matches. But life was preparing a test that talent alone could not pass. One Monday morning, his coach made an announcement that shook every boy on the field. A professional scout will be visiting in 2 weeks. He's looking for players to train at a higher level. 2 weeks! For everyone, this was the chance of a lifetime. Boys who had never trained seriously before suddenly found fire in their hearts. They ran extra laps, ate healthier meals, and even practiced in the rain. But Ethan? He smiled and said to himself, 2 weeks? That's plenty of time. I'll start tomorrow. The first day passed. He did nothing. The second day passed. Again, nothing. A week went by. His friends were sweating, improving, sharpening. Ethan was still lying in bed, phone in hand, convincing himself he'd catch up easily. The night before the trial, he felt nervous. He told himself, "It's fine. I always perform well on the day. Tomorrow I'll prove myself." But when tomorrow arrived, the truth hit hard. The sun rose over the football pitch. Dozens of boys stood tall, nerves shaking but hearts ready. The scout, with sharp eyes and a notebook in hand, studied each face. Ethan felt his chest tighten. This was it. His dream stood right in front of him. The whistle blew. The game began. Ethan sprinted with all he had, but within minutes his legs burned. His lungs screamed. His passes grew sloppy. His shots had no power. Every ounce of laziness from the last 2 weeks weighed heavy on his body. His friends, the ones who had trained relentlessly, looked sharper, faster, unstoppable. Ethan was left chasing shadows. By the end of the trial, Ethan's dream had already slipped through his fingers. The scout gathered the players and read a few names, the chosen ones. Ethan's ears strained, praying for his name. But it never came. He stood frozen, his dream collapsing around him. That's when his coach walked up quietly, placed a hand on his shoulder, and whispered words Ethan would never forget. "Ethan, talent may open the first door, but only discipline keeps it open. Laziness closed yours today." That night, Ethan lay awake, staring at the ceiling. He thought of every alarm he had snoozed, every hour wasted scrolling, every excuse that pushed effort to tomorrow. It was as if all those tiny decisions had gathered together and spoke in one voice. "We killed your dream!" And for the first time, Ethan understood. Laziness isn't harmless. Laziness is theft. It steals silently until nothing is left. But something else happened that night. Amid the regret, a spark lit inside him. He couldn't change yesterday, but he could change today. The next morning, before the alarm rang, Ethan was already awake. He laced his boots, stepped onto the field, and trained harder than ever before. For the first time, he wasn't waiting for tomorrow. He was fighting today, because he knew now, if you don't kill your laziness, it will kill your dream. So let me ask you, how many times have you told yourself, "I'll start tomorrow"? How many alarms have you snoozed? How many goals have you delayed? Laziness doesn't destroy you in a single day. It destroys you in the thousand small delays, the endless tomorrows, the wasted hours you never get back. But discipline? Discipline may feel heavy today, but regret weighs 1,000 times more. So stop waiting, stop delaying, stop telling yourself tomorrow. Kill your laziness now while you still can, before it kills your dream. Ethan's story isn't just his, it's ours. Every single one of us has dreams. Every single one of us battles laziness. The question is, will it win, or will you rise today? If this story lit a fire inside you, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because tomorrow isn't promised, but today is still yours.